Hello, my name is Caroline Weston, and I have generalized anxiety disorder, a mental illness that is characterized by episodes of anxiety with no particular source. I am not taking any medications, but I receive talk therapy, usually once a month, with fillers if I'm not doing too well. But I'm not the only person dealing with a mental illness. In fact, according to the National Institute for Mental Health, 1 in 5 Americans deal with a mental illness. Out of this 1 in 5, Mental Health America says that 6.7%, or over 16 million, suffer from depression, while 21% suffer from anxiety. However, even though 20% of Americans deal with some type of mental illness or disorder, only half of these people receive treatment. Why is this? Of course, there's the lack of availability, the steep price tag, but these are small things in comparison to the biggest struggle that people with mental illnesses face every single day: judgment. The mental health stigma is as great an epidemic as the disorders themselves. But what exactly causes this stigma? Humans are prone to judge, especially by appearance. Because many mental illnesses have physical manifestations, such as panic attacks or a depressed person avoiding hygiene, our natural impulse is to associate these people with disgust, or, for some psychotic disorders, even fear. This is not to mention the society of false happiness we've created in the 21st century. Take a look at social media, an entire network of comparison and greed in which we've convinced ourselves it's not okay to have an off day. It is impossible to always be at your best. We're not encouraging ourselves to be happy, we're making ourselves afraid to be sad, which further emphasizes the idea that getting help is shameful. I have both witnessed and experienced the struggle of working against society's view of mental health. My family has a history of mental health issues, and about 2 years ago we experienced an adolescent suicide attempt. I was scrolling through Snapchat stories, as I always do, when I came upon a story I never expected to see. The image was a picture of an empty pill bottle, and the caption said, "Bye." She was 14 years old. Her community at school wasn't tolerant of her depression. They taunted her, excluded her, and gave no attempt to reach out. To our great relief, one of her friends contacted her mother, and nothing had happened. She was immediately taken to a mental health hospital, and is still retrieving therapy today. As for myself, I've had panic attacks in class, at work, in public. You name a place, I've had anxiety there. I usually just excuse myself from view and collect myself. But when I return, excluding friends and family, the public eye is very judgmental. Why is it that when someone injures themselves physically, say during a sporting event, we take a knee and remain silent out of respect, cheering when they rise again, yet when someone faces emotional pain and recovers, we turn a blind eye as if it's something that's so taboo we can't even look at it? Mental illness is just as serious as physical illness. You wouldn't continue to walk around on a broken ankle, so why should you continue to suffer silently? I would not be where I am today without my therapist, and I'm not afraid to say that, because mental illness is not something to be ashamed of. One of my favorite quotes comes from a South Carolinian pastor, Perry Noble. Noble states, "It's okay to not be okay, but it's not okay to stay that way." We all face anxiety and we all face sadness. Whether it be the stress of a class or the disappointment of a crush, we all feel. I have a challenge for you. The next time someone asks how you are, tell them how you are actually. You don't need to give too much detail if you're feeling uncomfortable, but be willing to be honest. I've been practicing this myself, and the results are quite impressive. You'll find an openness that society so often lacks. So, how are you actually? Thank you.